Hello everyone, this is the Underdoll and I'm back after a hiatus. I was on vacation and the last few days I've also, as you can hear from my voice, it's not exactly healthy, so to speak, so bear with me, but I wanted to do a review of The Mandalorian. Now that my voice is somewhat back, I wanted to do it yesterday, and I think this is not what I would say getting back to what Star Wars really was, but it's a good beginning, and I think that if the series continues like this in the future, I think we can have something great in our hands. The only issue is, why didn't Kathleen Kennedy do this sooner? Let someone who is passionate about Star Wars, like Dave Filoni, direct something outside of the cartoons, and let him tell great stories. Let him be in charge of the story group in at Lucasfilm, and. She hasn't for some reason. I've pleaded several times in several videos, and hopefully, if Kathleen Kennedy is gone after the Rise of Skywalker, which I believe to be a horrible movie, if the spoilers are correct, I think Dave Filoni should take over and direct a trilogy, and. From what we saw in the first episode, I think it's really strong. It doesn't really take too much risk, but it's a very strong, how should I say, a pilot episode for the Mandalorian. Introduces the world. It has some good actors: Carl Weathers, Nick Nolte, and I think this show is gonna be good. If the first episode is an indication, just look at all the other things in entertainment on TV, especially are like you have Batwoman, you have STD, Star Trek Discovery, you have Watchmen, you have also Terminator: Dark Fate, and it's just nice to have something that is just good, respects the source material, and actually does something great for a change. And from the first episode, we now have a live action version of Mandalorians. I would like to see that explored. This takes place after episode 6. How much after, we don't know. It might be 1 year, it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years. It's a little bit, how should I say, vague, and what type of era this is. Well, the only thing I knew is that the Empire has fallen, and our protagonist gets a mission, and we see from there. And from the storytelling and the characters so far, I just have to give it the thumbs up. I'm very happy to see Jon Favreau dive into Star Wars from someone who actually likes it, Dave Filoni. And I don't know if this was real. I saw a behind-the-scenes photo of George Lucas also being part of the set. So I don't know if it is real though. But if that's true, if he is involved in this as well, I think that's just fantastic. If Dave Filoni can slowly but surely make his way to the big leagues, to the movies, I think that would be great. Also, I wouldn't mind Jon Favreau directing a Star Wars movie either. All Star Wars fans aren't really that hard to please. Just as long, I mean, there will always be someone who is not happy about something, but. From the criticisms of the sequel trilogy is just respect the source material, respect George Lucas, respect the lore and the canon of what he has created. And there is rich content since the Mandalorians were introduced in Clone Wars and also in Rebels. Now we finally have a live version of the portrayal of the Mandalorians. I would also love for Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau also to dive into the Old Republic. That would be really awesome. I've seen a lot of people complaining about this with the lone Jedi and the lone Sith. Why not just make giant armies of Jedi and Sith and let them have at it? There was a reason in the original trilogy that there were only a few Jedi left, and that was because the Sith the Jedi purge, and there weren't any Jedi left. Where I'm going with this is I'm just looking forward for this series. This is the first time I can actually say something about Star Wars ever since The Force Awakens, that there is something positive to say about Star Wars. You can also put in Rogue One there as well, at least speaking for myself. And finally, there is actually something positive about Star Wars. After, I don't like to be negative about Star Wars all the time. I will praise something if I think it's great. Rebels, I think, was great. Clone Wars was awesome. Rogue One was also good. But the movies, for the most part, have been bad. Galaxy's Edge is terrible, and whatever Disney and Lucasfilm are doing is not the right way. Listen to Dave Filoni, and if we have anything to go by from this episode alone, we have a lot of things to look forward to within the Star Wars universe. Just let Dave Filoni do his thing, and you will have awesome things. You will have great content, you will have great stories, you will have great characters, and just let him do whatever he needs to do. Let Kathleen Kennedy stay the hell away from anything creatively when it comes to Star Wars, and let those who actually have knowledge about Star Wars create Star Wars. Don't bring in a hack like J.J. Abrams. Don't bring in a hack like Rian Johnson and ruin what George Lucas has created. I have no interest in The Rise of Skywalker. I don't even know if I'm gonna view it on the premiere. Most likely not, but you never know. Maybe if there is enough interest, I will make a review of it after I've seen it. But I've tried to stay spoiler free, and I loved what this episode did, and there's nothing really bad about the Mandalorian. I'm just looking forward to the next episode, and I'll probably review it too, because finally there is something good about Star Wars. Great main protagonist. And let's see what more characters and stories are going to be told, because it kind of left on a cliffhanger with the first episode. So really looking forward to it. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.